do this, but I wanted to do this because you all know I don't hug. What you don't know is I don't hug you because then all your perfumes and creams are on me, and then I have to go and put some cortisone to stop the inflammation on my skin. Very sensitive. But in the past couple of months, I had a student who's also a friend as well, and she started doing something, and her name is Sheri. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello, gorgeous. Right back at you.
That's our new what is it, an adjective?
Yeah, well, yes.
Yep, that's my adjective. Yes. That's it. Call me that. So I said why that I actually, when I got this gift from you, because I'm feeling a little bit out of whack sometimes. Anyway, so I just was blown away by it because it's called a perfume with intention. And so I just looked at it, left it. Then days later, I decided to give it a go outside. So just in case, the smell doesn't go into my room. But when I did actually, because I'm just going to show, you won't see it, but you'll see it when you, so that came in that, it's not going to work. Yeah, that came in that. It was like a little closed book. And when I opened this and then actually put it on my wrist, it was nothing. I didn't have to reach for my Ventolin, and I didn't have to, put some cream on or anything like that. And it's just beautiful. So my question to you is, when did you start doing this? When did you start this?
Well, it was late last year, so it was in spring actually, and I was running a Reiki group, a Reiki by distance group.
Yes.
And so, often great products arise out of, challenges. And I was thinking, whilst it was, so wonderful to be sending Reiki to people, I thought, well, how can we deepen into this process together? And so I thought, we need a way of connecting, some sort of tool, because as practitioners, we were preparing for the session by, bringing in our crystals, and we were having a cup of lovely herbal tea, and we were bringing in our guides. And I thought, well, what are our participants doing? And so I thought, well, if I could create something that helped them to embody the session and connected us all together, that would be great. So we did a Zoom session while we were running the Reiki by distance session, but it just allowed us the opportunity, another way to deepen into the practice together.
Wow. Because let me tell you, it wasn't, how do I put it? The right amount, that little bottle for me is the right amount, because I don't even wear, what do you call it when you put on your skin?
Other perfume?
No, even moisturizer.
Deodorant I don't even, or moisturizer.
I don't even moisturize. So but this was beautiful. That it's the right size. It will fit anywhere, and but then I found out you also had a spray. Now, when how do I put it? The name is just different, right? Intentional.
Yes.
Intentional perfume. Why that?
Yeah, so it's an intentional perfume because I wanted it to be more than its fragrance. And the fragrance is beautiful.
Yes.
And I can tell you some of the ingredients. So French cypress, rose, absolute, frankincense, so we're talking,
11.
when we talk about
11.
11. So rosewood, cedar, lime, vanilla, rose geranium, blue chamomile and helichrysum. So they're the 11 in organic jojoba oil. So they're pure botanicals.
Wow.
And there's no preservative in this.
Yes.
So it is different to a regular perfume. And
Yeah.
it's intentional because I identified that, bringing those, that together as a blend, there would be healing properties. There's a quality to this that because it has been developed, created with a purpose, and that was to help people, and at the time our Reiki participants connect to themselves and connect to each other. And so it's just so beautiful.
It is.
It has a unique energetic signature, which is grounding, heart opening and transporting. So I'm not an aromatherapist, but I found the very best aromatherapist I could, who's also a perfumer. And I said to her, this is the brief. I need something that does this. And so it became intentional in that sense. And then I harmonized it to Reiki, so to life force energy. And so it goes very deep. So when you use it before an embodiment practice like Reiki or meditation or yoga, or before you have a cup of tea or anything. I mean, go wild. There are so many rituals in our day, and it's just that opportunity to bring ourselves in and to go a little bit deeper in whatever practice it might be.
No, that's beautiful. For me, it was like, and then I just sat with it and did my work. It did not even bother me. That was the thing. But it did go, it was this is all right. Just kept going.
Beautiful.
Yeah. How do you use it? I mean, I know how to use perfumes and that, but how do you use it?
Yeah, well, it is a little different. So, we do sort of, and this is in the ritual card that goes out with every bottle, but look, you can do anything, but I have put a little practice there as a guide. And so, I just say allow the breath to be gentle and to flow, and then you inhale the scent of ritual, and you're anointing yourself with it. So we don't just put it on, we're anointing it. So it's very purposeful. So we're anointing the pulse points, our wrist and at the neck. And then, you inhale the fragrance again, just reconnect with it. You can be thinking of the botanicals as you're breathing it in, and then allow the body to relax, and then become aware of your feet and the heart space. And then, it puts you in a place of readiness so that you can just, you can access higher wisdom and healing before whatever that embodiment practice is that you're about to delve into. So but it can be at any point, and in fact some people are just using it as a still point in their day. They keep it on the kitchen table or in their handbag, and before they drive off they go, right, let's get ritual out and use it just to bring themselves back to themselves, connect in before they journey on.
No, that's beautiful. What's the cost of that? What you actually sent me, that little, is it called 3 ml?
Yeah, so the 3 ml with the ritual card is $12.50.
Yeah,
and the 10 ml is $39.
The picture is there.
Yeah, and that's $39.95.
So that's beautiful.
So a little bit different to, it's not just an oil blend. It's structured as a perfume. In the way that perfumes are structured, and certainly Christiana poured her heart and soul into blending this, and it was such a beautiful process. And you can appreciate this, Awa, because I sat with Christiana to give her the brief about this, and I said, look, I'm handing over the reins to you. You're the master blender, but actually, and I said, but what I really love is rose and frankincense, and they're best friends to me. And then and I started saying, and I've got nothing else, but actually, what happened in that moment was that I just downloaded all of a sudden what some of the other ingredients would be, and one I sketched and I said, "What's this?" And she was able to identify it. And then I said, "The other one is blue. What? It's blue." And she said, "Okay." And she showed me straight away that she had this little vial of a blue botanical. And so we've got, so they've all come together in a really unique way.
Wow.
Yeah.
No,
so
that's beautiful. What I wanted to say also is, did you start this in your shining time?
Ooh.
Like
I always feel shiny.
Oh, that's metal.
And it's no mistake that there's a little bit of gold here and there, silver.
Yeah.
There's always a glow. It was in September last year. I can't remember there being anything in particular, but I do know that for a period of time from spring to when it was actually launched, which was probably about March this year, it did have a little break in the middle, and I just did not have the green lights to go, and I just patiently waited and trusted. Meanwhile, the Reiki participants are saying, "Where is this fragrance? Where's perfume?" And so, and then it just finally arrived, and I tell you what, it just has its own wings.
Yeah.
And what's beautiful about this whole process, and it's something that I haven't done before, and it's very Aquarian age and very age 9, is this co-creation and collaboration. And so when I gave the brief to the aromatherapist and she came back with 3 samples, I didn't just, sit with them myself and figure it out. I took it to the streets and I took it to 7 women, and I just observed them in their process of sampling them and how they embodied each of the fragrances. There was a clear favourite, and it's the one we went with, obviously, but it was it was also my favourite. And I went back to Christiana and I said, a couple of things. One of them was it has to be unisex, because I really am looking for, in all of my work, that balance between the feminine and the masculine.
So it's
not
good
the feminine,
for everybody.
Yeah, and not the feminine through the masculine, but the feminine in balance with the masculine, which is, we're turning business on its head when we do that. But it's, what's informed my work with clients over the last, 6 or so years. So, this product had to be the same. And so, it's, and I love men's fragrances as well. So, I douse myself in ritual any moment of the day that I possibly can.
That's cool.
So it was such a beautiful process to have the input of 7 women and then to document that, which was just on Facebook, but such a nice process. And then it feels like, we've created this in community or in circle. So, yes, and that seems to elevate it in a way that I've not experienced before.
Well, it is your talents and your skills. Same this year, it's your talents and your skills. And then ting, ting, ting next year. So anyway, and we're going to see it. So you may add a partnership with that somehow, because still I'm talking elemental, so it's still resourceful for you. So you may come up with a partnership with this ritual.
Wow. Well, what's interesting, the partnership that sort of bubbles up in my mind at the moment is that I'm a home educating parent, and so this is, this is poured and packaged with my son at home, and he's yin wood, and very creative.
He'll be telling you off if you do a boo boo.
Very soulful, very gentle, and and so he's certainly part of observing this process, and he does he does direct me in ways.
He's wood, for goodness sake.
He loves to have a little bit of input, and so that's our partnership at the moment, which is beautiful because it means I can run my business at the same time as home educating. Who would have thought?
I know. That's just too cool. Thank you for that. What is your Facebook page for everyone?
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll give you the website, which is wellseekers.com.au, and you'll see the product up in lights. It's on the homepage.
Yeah.
And what I would really like to offer something, Stella, to anyone who's interested in purchasing it. Until the winter solstice, what I thought I could do was any purchases over $50, I'd really like to include a 3 ml vial and the ritual card.
Yeah.
Just as a, just to keep these, keep the wings out and to get this beautiful product out to people who need it.
Because I ended up getting a couple off you, and I'm actually giving it to my kids.
Yes, I love that so much.
Yeah, because it's just tiny. Yeah, if you're coming to my place, do not put your Beckham on or your Yves Saint Laurent or whatever, because they know. I will say, get that jumper off and whatever. So, yeah, they know that. Come into my place for dinner, that's what you do. So, no, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you so
pleased
much.
I'm so pleased something's worked for you. And I forgot that picture in my mind of you sitting outside just opening the bottle and just wondering, is this going to set me off or whatever?
She knows me. Why is she sending me this? Yeah, that was me. It's like, not gratitude, not thinking, not that she was thinking of me. That went out the window and I'm like, okay. Should I wear gloves? So basically it has no toxins, because I can tell you I'm better than the bloodhound at the airport. So I can tell you straight away. So yeah. And
beautiful.
It did not bother me. It actually has. And and that's why I thought, oh my God, with all the allergies going around and all the toxins actually in all the everything you actually purchase, basically. If it doesn't have a toxin, it's got what's it called, whale chuck, which doesn't allow it to be removed, so it stays on you.
Yes.
It's got a name. I forgot the name anyway. But so yes, I encourage everybody to at least give it a go. And you will see how actually beautiful that smell is as well.
It's very different, but it seems to have a quite a broad appeal, which I've been fascinated, and having taken it to 7 women, and look, there was one man thrown in the mix, and it really was something special to each of them, and so it has, it's interesting that it has that appeal, that broad appeal. But those ingredients, the woods, so grounding, and the frankincense meditative, and who doesn't love rose? I mean, that's, that
actually,
love.
I don't love rose, but it's not over the top. The first thing I smelt was an orangey, a blossom orange type of smell, and I did smell frankincense, because I actually buy it as a chewy, like a musk chewy.
Yes, you've given me frankincense before, which I bring out at Christmas every year. So
it's beautiful,
and the vanilla, so comforting. The helichrysum, that was a really interesting one. It's herbaceous. It's not sweet. It's herbaceous, and it's awakening. So just very, very different.
It'll be interesting. I hope everybody does have, get at least a little 3 ml, if nothing. And then, write how it made you feel, because it's good. It would be good.
Beautiful. And you can go to my Facebook from the web page. So wellseekers.com.au.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And I will. Now, there's no message on the page to say that there's a special offer, but certainly just as you're ordering, just put in the comments.
Just say, I know Salwa.
I know Salwa. The I know Salwa offer is open until the winter solstice, until the 21st of June.
I know. No, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
And thank you, Salwa, because just to honour you in this moment, if I can, to say thank you for your work and for being of such beautiful and generous service to everyone. You know,
Love
you
it.
do so much great work, and we are really appreciative. So thank you. And thanks for having me on. I was just so excited.
And you know the picture you sent me that I've got there? It's like I'm actually sitting talking to you because that's you the same. Everyone thinks I'm always smiling. Same. You're the same. Yeah.
I think I've got the same top on today, so there you go.
Too good. Too good.
Oh, beautiful.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Have a good weekend, everyone.
Bye, everyone.